Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to NASA News Network, your premier source for space and science news. I'm Denise Chow, and we've got some major shakeups brewing at the agency that's been leading the charge in space exploration. The White House has just released a budget blueprint that reveals some concerning cuts to NASA's spending, with a whopping 25% reduction, or over $6 billion, from the agency's overall budget. Now, this might not sound like a lot on its own, but when you consider that NASA was set to spend upwards of $22 billion in 2024 alone, it adds up. So, what's being axed? Well, for starters, the Space Launch System rocket and Orion spacecraft that were at the heart of NASA's Artemis moon program are getting the boot. This means no more regular missions to the moon, no lunar base camp, and no stepping stone on the way to Mars. The last two flights planned under this program, Artemis II and III, will be the final nail in the coffin for these ambitious plans. Now, we know that the SLS rocket has had its fair share of criticism over the years, being years behind schedule and billions of dollars over budget. And it seems like that criticism was right on the money. The agency's acting administrator, Janet Petro, is urging NASA employees to persevere, stay resilient, and lean into the discipline required to achieve great things, even in a constrained environment. But what does this mean for future plans? Well, according to the budget request, funding will be refocused on beating China back to the moon and putting the first human on Mars. This is a pretty lofty goal, especially considering that NASA's current priorities have been largely focused on exploring the lunar surface. In addition to the cuts mentioned earlier, there are also plans to cancel the planned Lunar Gateway, which was meant to be a space station hub in lunar orbit. And let's not forget about the International Space Station, where funding is being reduced by over $500 million, with the aim of replacing it with commercial space stations by 2030. Now, some might say that these cuts are necessary to get NASA back on track and ensure its long-term success. But others will likely be left wondering if we're sacrificing too much of what makes us great in our pursuit of space exploration. At NASA News Network, we'll continue to bring you updates on this story as it develops. That's all for now from NASA News Network.